Greetings and salutations, my beautiful people. It's a new installment of the Impromptu podcast. I'm joined here today by Mr. Jaybizl and Bram. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good, dude.
Good.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, fucking Ruby.
Hey,
Pretty good.
pretty good.
But yeah, pretty solid. Everything's going well.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So you all know how this format works. What you guys been playing lately? Let's get straight into it.
Gonna go first.
Who's going first?
Same.
Huh?
I think just
You know me. I'll go first, dude.
yeah. You should,
You know, I'm always, whenever I do this podcast, I'm always gonna be playing Warframe unless there's some fucking weird thing that's gonna happen that makes me not play it. So it's always gonna be on my list.
All right.
So yeah, Warframe, Blaze Blue Tag Battle, and I'm trying to like learn Dragon Ball Fighters. I know, don't kill me.
I am gonna kill you.
Yeah, cause my best friend wants to play it, and like, I don't know, man. We could learn it together, I guess.
Yeah.
you. It's like that. Yeah, my friend plays Street Fighter, so I'm gonna play with them.
Yeah. It's like with
But I
me.
got
And his
It's like me playing fucking cross tag whenever I'm at locals, and I'm like sitting there, like saying every fiber of my being wants to literally kill itself. That for every single second I'm playing. But yeah,
Flex. No, that was hype.
yeah, Flex is like the actual game everyone should be playing.
Hype. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, like
go on. Sorry for interrupting.
no, it's cool, it's cool.
Go ahead.
My team is probably gonna be Goku, Gohan, and Yamcha.
Oh, that's like the first problem right there.
Why is that the first problem? Explain.
No cell.
Yeah, no Cell, no Kid Buu, no Bardock.
I want to have at least one character I really like. I like Gohan and Goku, but like Yamcha, that's my homie. You know what I'm saying? He's like a huge, yeah, like you know what I mean. And yeah, and like Warframe: The Sacrifice is coming out like probably next Tuesday. It's a pretty big update. So yeah, good stuff. Blaze Blue, you know I burn.
Yeah.
I play Yang and Hyde. Yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Aido. Winner is Aido. As fucking the actual game would say.
Yeah. Yeah, like in BlazBlue, I've been playing some ranked, and like there's like a weird glitch going on where every time you win or lose or whatever, the player's icon and their avatar like they go inside your room. It's like the weirdest crap ever. Bram, you know what I'm talking about.
Your soul is mine. Yeah, it's silly. If you beat somebody, you get to see their avatar laid out in the lobby, like the little main menu room. You just get to see their name and their avatar, and they just have to be their proof of your victory over them, basically.
Yeah.
Is there a
like
is there a T-pose like emote in the game?
I wish.
Damn.
But realistically, all the chibis can T-pose. It's just not like that's not an emote that ArcSys has given them.
Yeah.
But all of them do T-pose. All of them do actually T-pose if you look at the files. Definitely,
what do you guys
assert dominance more than the Dragon Ball ones. I'll let you know that much.
Damn, rip. Even the great Saiyaman?
Saiyaman, but I haven't seen him T-pose on anybody. I've seen Narukami T-pose.
You've never seen Great Saiyaman T-pose? I'm pretty sure he does one of those things.
I've seen it in the anime, not in the game. Not in the game. That's what I mean. Alright, yeah, Warframe, Tag, and Dragon Ball, eh?
Yeah. I know,
Yeah.
kill me.
Alright, well, I guess I'll go next then, or has you got anything else to say?
No, I'm good. Just play Warframe, that's it. Everybody play Warframe.
Yeah, I've kind of not been playing that much Dragon Ball. I played a little bit because somebody asked me to play online with them, and I got to Orange, and I was like, yo, let me try getting to Pink, and then I got like 3 rage quits in a row, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not playing this game anymore.
Yo, I remember one of those was hilarious.
Yeah, so I was like, alright, so far, cross tag mostly. You know, it's a new game that came out. Ruby Jin it 2 in it. You know how it is around these parts.
Toga is very
FYI.
Toga's very fair.
FYI, if he ever beats you with that team, it doesn't count as a win.
Okay. So that means when we played that little mini tournament, that means I didn't lose at all then.
Yeah, exactly. Like I played 30 matches with him, and nobody won anything.
Yeah.
yeah, he beat me like 5-0 in a first to 20.
There you go.
No, it was more like 0-0. It was a stalemate. But anyways.
But yeah, Junichi win it. That's a team. I think pretty enjoyable game. It's kind of kusage, but that's part of the charm. I feel. Some things are a little too silly. Definitely kind of a rushed game, but it's pretty fun. I'm excited to see what happens after Evo. I definitely like the meta that the new characters have brought in. Definitely, I think most of them are pretty good. Aegis, of course, famous for her mix-up from Persona. She's got the Orgia mode dash. She still has it. All the characters, like, they have something about them that's pretty damn good. You know, Hakumen explodes you if you mess up and cuts projectiles. Yang, you know, same thing. She's kind of gorilla, lots of armor. Carmine, he touches you once and that's half your health. He's got good space control. He's Budden's Lord. Budden's Lord. What a guy. He's super cool. Yeah, most of the characters are pretty awesome. And then you have the character that I really wanted to play, who was Jubei, and he is garbage. Really bad. Like his only pro is that he's not like Noelle or Yukiko or something.
Oh damn! I was gonna say he's as bad as them.
Did they buff Noelle or something like that recently or some shit?
Not that I know of. But yes.
But anyways, go ahead.
Fix a bug or something, but not that I know of.
I see.
But yeah, so like Jubei is kind of underwhelming, but the others have been very healthy for the meta. I think this was a pretty good bunch of characters. I'm excited to see what the rest is like. And ever since last week, I really wanted to replay rather, I should say, because I've played it before. SMT3 Nocturne. That's where the featuring Dante from Devil May Cry is from, by the way, just in case someone out there doesn't know that. Now you know. And the story is kind of whack, but the gameplay is really good. I will say the gameplay is like some of the best like out there. It's super good. It's so good. It's amazing. And the backgrounds, the art style is it's orgasmic. I don't know any other way to describe it. And I know we have a 3-game limit, but I've been playing another Atlas game alongside with it too, so I gotta include that.
Okay.
Another three. It's also Persona 3. I was feeling it. I was like, yo, I hella want to play some Persona 3 because we've been just talking about like Mitsuru and Akihiko being added to our cross tag. And I was like, yo, like, I kind of miss, like, Persona 3. I'm in October right now, so for people who've played Persona 3, who know what happens in October, it's not a very good month. So make sure to not level that one guy you think is cool. If you think he's cool, just don't level him up. Like, just take my word on it, don't level him up. Like, he's not... Alright, anyways.
Don't give him your best equipment.
Don't do that. Don't make sure you don't do that. And I'm not talking about Akihiko, just in case you think
I was holding my tongue, dude. Yeah.
But yeah, I've been playing those two. Nocturne is frustrating because of RNG.
Yeah.
And I will say though, the combat is some of the best I've ever seen ever, which is unfortunately something I can't say about Persona 3. I actually kind of dislike Persona 3's combat.
Fucking only you are actually like controllable. Everybody else is not.
I understand what they were aiming for. It's about like you have to learn everybody's like pattern, like they're actual human beings. Okay, that's cool and all. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But gross.
Yeah.
And I just want to bring up one thing about Persona 3 because there's that Dancing All Night game, Dancing in Moonlight or something. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
I have like a bunch of HD models for that game. Knowing Atlas, I really doubt that they're gonna just leave it at that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they made like a Persona 3 HD because they know the cache. It's like Final Fantasy 7 for like the remake.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, to be fair, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they haven't made the Persona 4 remake, considering Persona 4 is like the Final Fantasy 7 of Shin Megami Tensei.
Well, they have it like.
That's fair.
I guess. But they made it golden. That's like good enough.
Yeah, but that's
I
like
think.
it's still mostly the old models. That's it. Nothing really got added.
I know. I get it.
Yeah, Persona 4 is kind of where it blew up, but like for most people, 3 is like their first. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's why like I brought up 7 because like for most people, their first Final Fantasy is 7.
Yep.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made an HD, maybe with Persona 5's combat. And I will say, man, like one of the things I like more about 4, get to go to different dungeons.
Yeah.
Tartarus is so
so
lame.
boring.
Oh my god! Like, don't get me wrong, I love Persona 3's music. It's so good, but hearing the loop of like over and over and over and over again, it's frustrating. Like, ugh.
Oh, you know what's the best thing? I remember the first time I played Persona 3, like my first time playing it, and I got the wonderful luck of encountering death very early into the game, and not knowing what this is. And it's just like, oh no, it's death or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Fucking kills me, and I'll just see him laughing in the background, like you just lost fucking 4 hours of progress from nothing. I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do? What am I gonna do?
So frustrating. But yeah, I would definitely love to see a remake with better combat. And
Isn't that called Persona 4 Portable? Or Persona 3 Portable?
Well, I mean, yeah, but because it's on the PSP, there's some drawbacks.
Yeah.
There are some advantages. There are some advantages actually.
Yeah,
there's a ton of.
There's a huge drawback though. You can't walk
But
around.
because it's on the PSP, there's kind of a drawback, which is fine. It's fine. It's whatever. But yeah, for me, the thing is about 3 that I like the most is the characters. Everybody's so real. Everybody feels like a real human being. Not that I don't like 4 and 5, because 4 has pretty good humor. I like Yosuke and Chie and whatever, they're all funny and whatnot. And Kanji and Naoto are pretty relatable. They talk about sexual identity and anxiety about social roles, and if that's not relatable, then I don't know what is. Like, that's pretty human, if you ask me. And 5, of course, talks about rebellion, and that's also pretty relatable. But 3, just everybody feels like a real human being. It's crazy. Hope to see some of that, some more of that. But we're gonna have to wait till like the PS6 for Persona 6. So we got like PQ2. We're gonna get like Persona 4 karting all afternoon. We're gonna get Persona.
No, it's gonna be karting until a reasonable time at night.
Karting until mom calls me, or until Dojima-san calls me.
Yep.
Yeah. So. But yeah, that's been it for me. Technically 4 games, but yeah.
That's fine.
I just want to say, I still enjoy playing CF more than Cross Tag, but Cross Tag is the hype right now, so I'd like to get in on the hype train. But CF is a really good game.
I actually agree with you.
Same.
Like, I think Cross Tag is a pretty good game, but I think CF is a great game, and there's a difference between them.
Yeah.
That's yeah. But yeah, either way, alright, I think that's enough for me now.
What do you do inside of it?
Alright, as for myself, I'll get into the smaller stuff first. Small things, recently I just picked up Fighting EX Lair on the PS4. Also known as Flex, as some people like to call it. Because originally people thought it was going to be called Fighting Lair EX, because there was a series or a game called Fighting Lair they did back in the day. So when they called it Fighting EX Lair, they're like, wait, why? It's better to call it Flex, because Fighting Lair EX Lair. It's an old company named Arika. They finally came back after many years of not making a new fighting game. They finally came back and were like, we have all these characters from the EX games for Street Fighter EX and Fighting Lair. Let's put it together and make a good ass fighting game with it. So it's a very old school style game. Very like if you came to the people who made this game and told them, yo, it's 2018, they'll like combust, like just instantly, just like they won't
just disappear.
They won't believe you. This game is like straight from like freaking 2001 or like
Damn.
that's like at the latest in terms of like 2001 is the latest year you can believe this game was come out from. It's more like 96 and 2001. That's the kind of era this game feels like. It's all like it's simple.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's simple, but it's also like it has actual depth. There's chain combos, but there's also links as well. So for example, like it's kind of like in a way kind of like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where you can do light, medium, heavy, and then that's it. It's your combo. But if you know how to do things a little better, you can go like light, medium, and like you can do like light punch, like crouching light punch, crouching medium punch, and then link it into like crouching light kick into crouching medium kick, and then special cancel that into a special, and then super cancel that, and then you can, if you have enough meter, you can go from a super into another super and stuff like that. So like it's simple, but it's got a lot of like actual depth to it on top of that. On top of the fact that it has like the Gogi system, which is kind of weird. The best way I can describe it is it's similar to Street Fighter Cross Tekken's gem system.
Gem system?
The gems are kind of cool, but not executed right.
Yeah, and in this game they are executed correctly.
I hella agree with that. It's for real, definitely.
So what's nice about that is like it's currently has like 15 different choices you can choose from, like different sets of different Gogi decks, and they all have like their own little things. Like one of them will have something that emphasizes like throw damage and super armor. Another one's more about being fast and changing your forward dash into being like a short hop, so it's like KOF style. Or they got one where it's like if you do a dash, instead of dashing, you'll do a teleport. But it's not fast. Just to let you know, it's not a fast teleport, but it's just a thing you can do on top of that. Or you can make like your get up, like your wake up tech off the floor. You turn invisible for a few seconds. So like it's a bunch of little like, it's like you can choose a Gogi deck that goes either emphasizes what your character can do already, or cover up weaknesses, or do something a little bit quote-unquote gimmicky just for the sake of like throwing your opponent off, things like that, which is pretty cool.
That sounds cool.
That's another layer, which I don't think
EX layer.
Yeah. My God. But, because we compared it to Cross Tekken Gems, which is what they aim to do. Because like I remember, like it's been a couple of years, but I still remember like the advertising. They were aiming like, yo, this guy has like the power, like the red, like the strength gem. So make sure to not mess up, or they do a lot of damage. Blah blah blah. And it's like, well, I mean, not really. Everybody picked the same meta gems. Like it's not like anybody was different. Everybody did the same thing. It wasn't that big of a deal, honestly. Yeah. It was just like an extra add-on, just to like increase your efficiency, and like people didn't even like it. Most people didn't want to have gems. Like most people weren't on board with them. And then they were like the ones you gotta pay for. Blah blah blah. It was a blow up. It was a blow up. It was a good idea, but it was a blow up. Yeah. But this feels like it's day one impression, so I don't know, but it feels like mad unique. Like every character, obviously every character is already different, and they were in Cross Tekken too. Not saying they're not, but like this adds like an extra quote EX layer unquote. Makes everybody like it's like the player matchup, the character matchup. It's kind of cool. I like it. It's pretty old school. It's super old school.
Which, it being old school comes with its own sort of drawbacks as well. The biggest drawback, in my opinion, is the fact that I want people to play this game a lot. Like, I really want people to play this game. But I have to admit, what you get for, like, because there's two different releases of the game right now. There's one called the Light version, and then which gives you, like, 5 Gogi decks and 12 characters and some other little thing. And then they call it, quote-unquote, Standard Edition, which is, like, almost like $80, honestly. It's like $60 in the US, but like for Canadians like us, it's fucking like $80 almost. And you get like 1 additional character, so 13 characters, and you get like 10 more Gogi decks, so 15 of them. And then I think you get an extra color palette for the 1 extra character. That's about it. So it's like you don't get that much in terms of monetary value. And when it comes to like actual modes, there's online mode, which doesn't have lobbies. It's only 1v1 play when you're in when you're playing as someone. It's just to let people know that about. The netcode's great though. I've played like people from different regions. Netcode feels like freaking really good from what I've seen so far, so that's good. The modes in the game is there's a training mode, there's a trials mode, like in terms of like combo trials, things like that, like Street Fighter 4 and shit like that. Hell, to be completely honest, the Street Fighter EX1 plus Alpha on PS1 was the first ever fighting game to have a combo trials mode. Just like
Damn.
just as like a little
That's
tidbit
pretty
of trivia.
cool.
Hell, what's funny is that trials mode, completing a lot of trials in that mode, was how you unlock the secret characters in Street Fighter EX plus Alpha.
Huh.
So like you unlocked like Evil Ryu, Bloody Hokuto, the Cyborg fucking Beta Alpha, whatever they're called. You unlock those characters by playing the trials mode back then. So they have that in this game, but you don't fucking unlock anything for it, which is weird. But anyways, it's just for learning combos, I guess. And that's basically it. There is a weird survival mode called Kumite that's hidden in the training mode, but that's basically it.
What do you mean by hidden?
Like you have to press start, go into the training mode, go into the thing where you choose like the CP, like turning the train dummy into being either a stationary thing that you could record and do whatever shit with, or you turn it to CPU, and then in the CPU thing you choose from normal to Kumite mode, and then you choose the difficulty setting on the Kumite CPU, and then it will fight like a survival mode thing. Or you can put it, or you can make it player controlled. Like, you know, you and another person locally just play in training modes.
I see.
But in terms of like an arcade mode or something like that, there isn't anything like that in this game. So like,
It's pretty bare bones.
yeah, it's a pretty bare bones like package.
Yeah, I think they are kind of poverty. I think
They are very poverty. I think the
the
develop.
fact they got a game out is pretty admirable to begin with.
That's
Actually, yeah.
that's the thing. Like the company has like probably at most maybe like 8 people working on it, not counting their voice actors, which is probably the same people working on the game. So it's like it's a very poverty company, but I want this game to do better because they're promising that if the game does better, they're gonna add a whole lot, like probably at least like 5 more characters, and some of them are people that people wanted from previous EX games, like Pullum, the little like the Arabian girl Pullum, or Arya, the fucking bionic arm girl, and a bunch of other ones too. So like people want these characters, but it's like this game has to sell well first, and I honestly don't see that happening, sadly.
I think there might be enough like FGC heads, like who might get the game, but I definitely don't think there's a lot of outsider appeal. This is like definitely a game for the niche community.
Yeah.
Whether or not they can get enough money is up in the air, I guess. It's a fun game. I liked it. I think the art style is really like really pretty good for what it is. I like it. I think it's nice. The music's really good. It's enjoyable. It's one of those games, you know, simple to get into, hard to master, blah blah blah. You know how the gist of it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like it. I would give it my thumbs up. I liked it. It was fun. It's kind of weird, but a good weird.
Alright.
The second game I've been playing is fucking SFB, baby.
Oh shit!
Street Fighter
I've been
5.
playing fucking Street
Cody,
Yo,
yes.
Cody's actually like not fucking low tier like everyone else in the season 3
Really?
DLC.
See, everybody said he sucks.
No, he's
And a few people said he's good, but like the general consensus is like he's actually shit.
nah. It's cause he's at least in my opinion he's pretty damn good. He does have the only issues I could say about him is that yeah, he doesn't have a free frame jab,
What?
and his reversal's not too great, but everything else about him I feel like it's pretty damn good.
Of like at the end of the day, maybe if things get figured out, he's like mid-low, but nonetheless, like Sakura, unfortunately, is not very good,
More
which is sad because I like Sakura, but
Yeah.
oh well.
In this game she's
Sure,
Sakura.
Zeku sucks too.
No, Zeku. No, Zeku's like at least.
Zeku's a little better. Zeku's a little better. He got some good changes.
He got a lot of good.
Yes. I haven't seen.
He got hella buffed in
Nice.
season 3, so he's like much better now. It's just that the game. It's just the thing. The thing about Street Fighter 5 right now, in terms of the meta game, is that like a lot of characters are really good, but the characters like there's a lot of really good characters, and then there's like you said, there's a lot of great characters, which is like Mana and Guile and shit like that.
Yeah, Manal, Guile, Akuma.
Yeah, they're like and Cammy. They're like a step above everyone else.
Yeah, Cammy's been top tier for 3 versions. Well, not even 3, because we had the 0.5 patches for season 2 and season 3. So that's like 3 versions. But if you add the 2.5s, I guess that adds to a whole season.
Yeah.
Look at my math, dude. Oh my god!
It's like 5 seasons right there.
It's so crazy, Cammy. Why? Like, don't get me wrong. I think Mika has been pretty low key, pretty good for all 3 seasons.
Yeah.
But not crazy to the extent of Cammy. Cammy is like visibly very strong to the point that she gets super high numbers in tournaments.
Yeah.
But it's okay because she didn't win a major until recently. Come on. Miss me with that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, playing a little bit of Cody is pretty fun, but I'm still honestly gonna stick with my 2 main characters, with being Goki and Karin. But he's fun to play on the side for like casuals and shit. But what was also nice about the Cody patch is they also completely revamped survival modes.
I heard.
What they do?
Okay, 2 things they did. The first thing they did is you can actually resume if you lose. If you lose a fight in survival, you can pay 800 fight money to try again with full health, full meters, and the game will still... You know how you pick those battle supplements between rounds? Like the attack up, the full heal, all that shit?
Mm-hmm.
The game will let you choose a battle supplement as well. So you'll have full health, full meters, a fucking battle supplement, so you might randomly get like the attack times 3 thing, so you'll have like 45% attack boost on top of that. And you can also choose to save data and resume later in the future for your survival thing too.
So, didn't you platinum this game?
I was gonna get to that, but thanks for spoiling it. But
I'm sorry.
Oh no!
I'm
so sorry. Fuck. I guess I'm cut.
I think I'm gonna add that N onto your thing now. Okay. Anyway, so what's it called? So you can do that sort of thing. On top of that, they add this new little thing called Fighting Chance, which is I guess you could sort of say it's kind of like loot boxes, but not exactly. But you can spend fight money, and Minot does this little fortune thing where she makes like items and stuff appear, which unlocks colors for certain costumes and characters, whatever. It unlocks artwork in the gallery and these like boost items when you're in the survival modes, which those boost items have their own little effects, like every time you attack an enemy, you heal back the damage that you dealt to them. Or every character can now do fucking Colleen's ice effect when they stun people. Or every character can poison like fucking.
Yo, that's sick.
Fang.
What?
Oh, that is actually sick.
And you can do. You can add those effects like between rounds. So like, say you won say you get to like stage 45 and you're worried about the next character that's gonna show up. You're like, you know what? Fucking pump myself up with a bunch of defense increases. Make them poison whenever I hit them, and then beat their ass. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
That's actually cool.
And since it's
put them in a body bag.
Yeah, put them in the body bag. Zip them up. Zip them up.
That's cool. That's awesome.
So because of these improvements, I was able to finally finish off the last 2 trophies I had for the game, which was beating Survival Hard and beating Survival Hell. Also known as Survival Extreme, as they patched it in Season 2. Fucking retards.
Oh no, you can't say the word hell!
Yeah, they called it Extreme in fucking Season 2. But what's funny is that the trophy still calls it Survival Hell.
Nice.
That's good. But So I was able to finally platinum the game. Fucking 3 years in the making, I finally platinum Street Fighter 5.
How many wins do you have to get in hell mode?
100.
100.
What?
Yeah, the 100 fights.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and that's a good thing now. You have the save and quit feature.
Yeah, do another day. Holy crap.
And you can platinum BB tag in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I wish I was. I mean, not 5. Realistically, like 5 hours, but still, that's pretty easy for a platinum.
Maybe even less than that, honestly. Yeah, it's pretty easy platinum.
Oh wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So that was that game I was playing. I even unlocked some more fucking extra battle costumes and stuff. There's a recent one with the last piece of the 4 for the Ryu's Arthur costume is now out. For those who don't know, if you haven't gotten the previous 3 parts, then I guess don't bother. To be completely honest, you gotta keep up. You gotta stay woke.
Yeah, I wasn't woke and I missed out on Captain Commando.
Yeah,
Rip.
you gotta play on my console now for that.
Yeah, I have to.
What is freaking cool though about the Arthur one is they made the costume Easter egg. It's that he's in the boxers, like the underwear thing. So like if you're want to be funny like that, you can start round 1 in armor, and if you lose a round, do the command, and then he's in his boxers for the rest of the game.
That's pretty cool.
That's what I'd do. If I were someone who hated himself and wanted to be a Ryu main, that's what I would do.
Don't play Ryu.
Don't play Ryu.
Don't play Ryu.
Kuma and like pretend it's Ryu, honestly.
Exactly.
Even like a costume with a white tee or something.
You know what's the funny thing though about Ryu is they have now. You know how they have those boss fight things in the extra battle.
Yeah.
They have
Ryu.
They have one of Ryu, and it's like his name doesn't say Ryu. It says the Master, and it's like a more like colorful version of like his default. So like the reds are more pronounced. His skin is like a little more tanned and whatever. Honestly, I wish that color was usable for regular players because it looks nice.
Damn.
But what's funny is he can combo from his overhead, like forward medium punch, into his crouch medium kick, and then go into a full combo off that.
Wow, that's awesome.
As well as his damage just straight up just always being better. He also has a Shin Shoryuken as a second super.
Shout out to Mysterious Mod.
So he has like...
Shout out to Mysterious Mod, yeah.
Yeah, so he has like Shinku Hadoken as a 2-bar super, and then a 3-bar super is Shin Shoryuken.
Damn.
And the Shin Shoryuken does like 78% damage on Karin.
What the heck? That's fair.
I tried it once. All he did was he did the overhead, hit the medium punch, and then did the Shin Shoryuken, and I see like over 80% of my health gone. And I'm like, all right, I'm not wasting any more fight money on this. Yeah, you have fun.
Yo, that's season 4 Ryu. They're letting you find out what season 4.
That's what's gonna happen when he comes out. Season 4 Ryu is gonna be that one.
That's when Ryu finally gets released. I don't know why they took him out.
The Master. Yeah.
Like 1 season.
It's crazy though. Like they try. I remember when I was reading the making of thing for on Street Fighter and 30th anniversary. It said like they wanted to take out Ryu in Street Fighter 2. They wanted to take him out in Street Fighter 3, and then it took them all the way to Street Fighter 5 to finally take Ryu out of the game.
They patched him out.
Yeah.
Like he was in the game for a season. It was a bug, but then they patched him out.
Yeah. They listened to the feedback and they took him out. Take a location test.
Yeah.
Painful.
Yeah.
Very, very painful.
That's heartbreaking.
That's heartburn right there.
Heartburn there.
Sure.
And
Speaking of location tests,
yeah.
I wanted to bring up something because about Guilty Gear.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know if it's gonna be a new game or not, but new game or new characters. I wonder what that's gonna be. That's gonna be awesome. Hopefully, because like we haven't heard anything in a while. Like we just got like surprise patch out of nowhere, and it's okay. It's suspect, but
What patch was it? What was about the patch?
What, the Red 2.1?
Yeah, we're basically like.
Okay.
Yeah. Where it's like Raven Chip got nerfed, Johnny got nothing, Kai got like minimal, like a little
Johnny
slap
got
up.
buffed. Johnny got buffed, didn't he?
I mean, more or less, yeah. I mean, more or less, like nothing really changed, but yeah, I guess. Kai got like a slap on the wrist.
Yo, Venom.
Million Elfelt got buffed. Venom got a slap on the wrist because apparently Venom's not good or something. Like I don't. I don't know. Venom's been pretty good for a while. Like ever since like Rev 1, honestly. But
Yeah, he's really good.
What's a
got buffed because when you win Evo, you get buffs, and you know things happen. Either way. Answer and Potemkin changes aside, maybe after Dragon Ball and after Cross Tag and all that stuff, ArcSystem is going to come back to Guilty Gear, give us some fresh paints, and Loki tests and all that stuff. And I'm curious, because I mean, you all know I would like to have Robokai back personally, but I'm curious who I know Justin's not the biggest fan of Guilty Gear, but I'm curious who you two would like to see come back, or at least just that's all.
Oh, come back?
Yeah, from like the older games.
Testament.
Yeah, you think he's cool? I think he's cool.
Yeah, he's got a fucking scythe, dude. That's sick.
That's fair. Yo, Scythe's awesome. I love Scythe.
I'm gonna be the controversial opinion right here.
Ooh, what's it gonna be?
I want Justice and Abba.
I would like to see Justice. Abba, I don't really care about Abba. Like, not that I dislike Abba, but I just don't really care about Abba. So.
The thing about it is that I don't want Zappa because it's like fuck it. I don't really care about him. Like the Ring happened like 20 years ago. No one cares anymore about the Ring. So like his gimmick is gone. Bridget is like nobody cares about Bridget or in the memes. Not a single person cares about Anji. Cliff never happened. So like there's only two characters that there's only two characters I can see that I'd want to come back because frankly, I don't want to play a game like Exard with the kind of defensive mechanics the game already has. Like because there's less defense mechanics than there already are in previous Guilty Gears. So I don't want even less defensive mechanisms or ways to get out of shit, and then fight Testament on top of that with his traps. I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't want that game.
I think Testament versus Jacko would be an interesting matchup.
You know, it'd be an interesting matchup. Let's put it this way. If they put Testament in Exard, I would rather play fucking Cross Tag than that.
Damn.
I think Exard has the thing with Exard. I hope nobody burns me out on this, but I feel like Throw OS, Forward Tech, and Abare are surprisingly powerful defensive tools, which personally I am not a fan of. I don't know. I kind of don't like those as defensive tools. That's just me. You know, people are allowed to disagree with me. I'm not gonna make fun of them. I'm not gonna get angry at them, and I hope they don't get angry at me too. That's just how I feel. But yeah, I would just, I know personally, Robokai's the man. As for whoever else comes, like Anji is like boneless. I don't know. He's kind of like Raven, but without the limbs. Instead, he's got armor. It's like boneless Biken.
Boneless Biken?
Yeah.
Boneless Biken. Like, he just knocks you down. He puts a butterfly and he gets a high-low. It's like, and everybody complained when Raven did it. So like, I don't think it's gonna be any different when Anji's out. So I'm not sure. I don't think people are gonna want Anji in the game.
Yeah.
Justice would be interesting. I would like to see Justice for sure. Abba's cool and all, but I personally didn't really care much for Abba. But Justice, I would like to see. That'd be awesome.
What is Abba again?
The girl with the red hair and the key, bandaged on her bodies.
Alright, let me just look up an image.
She wanted
What's
like
her name again?
Abba, ABA.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah. It's like the giant key. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very old school character.
I actually remember her.
Yeah, she's cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, she's alright. I just feel like there's no way Abba's coming back to like any other
Probably
game
not.
ever.
Probably not.
I doubt Justice would come back, but personally, I'd like to see Justice because I think there's a lot of potential in that character.
The funny thing about it is, canonically, she can't come back.
Like, I don't think she could come back because like the story doesn't allow it, but like gameplay-wise, I think there's a lot of potential.
Yeah.
So.
Rip.
Same thing with like Order Soul and stuff like that. You can't have them come back because canonically you can't.
Yeah, although I wonder like if like they're not allowed in the story, like because they were all in like the voting poll, so I'm guessing like they're willing to make an exception just gameplay-wise. Maybe that's how they want to do it. But like, if they're willing to make an exception for that and not put characters that are already in the story, that is painful. Arc says, don't listen to the Bridget fans. Don't listen to them.
You're still gonna get Robokai though, because he's in the story and he's like a head now.
Yeah, dude. That's all. Yo, yeah. It took a year for Venom to get the money to make Robokai. That's why he's like really good. Venom is so awesome that he asked to not nerf him. Well, I guess they buffed his chips or whatever. To not nerf him or his 6P so that he could get money for Robokai. What a nice guy. What a nice guy.
Venom's a god, bro.
Either way, sorry to interrupt you. I was just curious because we brought up locate test and I was like, I just wanted to see what you guys thought. Anyway, go on, man. Talk about the games. My bad.
It's cool. Last game I was playing was... Well, technically it's not really a game, it's more like an expansion, but the Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion.
Oh, Octo Expansion, yes.
This thing is like I honestly, when Splatoon 2 was first, like, because I played the first one and I loved it a lot. Honestly, one of my favorite games on the Wii U. But then I actually liked the single player in Splatoon 1 a lot more than the multiplayer, which is surprising. But like it felt like a return to form of like the 3D platformers that Nintendo used to make all the time, like Mario Sunshine and 64s like that. So I like that sort of gameplay. But now it mixed in like a shooter and the ink stuff and all that stuff. It's really fun. So I love the single player that was in Splatoon 1. So when Splatoon 2 was announced, I was like, oh my god, more single player! And now you can actually use different weapons without using Amiibo and all these other things. So it was really fun too. Especially when it had like a large emphasis on the story of like Mari, best girl by the way. If you
That's best girl.
Huh?
Definitely best girl. I actually agree with that for sure.
Mari's like by far best girl. Anyways,
absolutely.
So that was fun. It also had like the best like fucking final boss theme in the whole series so far. That area. So that was fun. It was really fun. And then Nintendo was all like, "Hey, by the way, we're working on DLC for this game." And I'm like, "Actual paid DLC?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay then, let's see." So they announced it, and it's like, okay, it's a single-player, story-based DLC, and it's got like 80 freaking stages and all this stuff like that. It's like, oh my god, I'm a nut, I'm gonna ink,
Big ink,
big ink, gonna woo me,
necessary shooter.
Yeah, gonna woo me very hard. Woo me intensifies. So I start playing that. What's really nice about it is that like technically, you could beat the Octo expansion in about like 5 hours if you really want to, if you want to just rush through it. But if you want 100% and get all like the extra equipment you can use, which you can get like a bunch of extra items for the multiplayer mode and clothing and shit like that, you do that thing, and you can. It'll take you like 20 hours to get through everything. So for like $25 Canadian, I think 20 hours of content's pretty damn good. If you ask me.
Especially if it's a good game to begin with. Like, I don't own a Switch, but I've played Splatoon, the first one anyways. I played it on the Wii U. I didn't get to try much of 2, to be honest. Sorry. But I know I liked the first one a lot. It was a really good game, so I'm gonna guess the second one's a good game too. Like, how could they mess it up? How could they mess it up? It's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
I actually really like the first one. My favorite part of Splatoon is the music. It makes no sense, and that's pretty cool, I think. It's so weird. It's so weird. I like it.
Yeah, the music's pretty good in that game.
My favorite thing is when people try to like write down lyrics of what they're trying to say, what the sounds are. I'm like, it's just gibberish. It's literally like Japanese gibberish, and if they're like, oh no, it's just saying this, and I'm like, oh my god, stop.
Is it actually just gibberish?
It's literally just like Japanese gibberish.
Like some sim shit.
Kind of, but it's like they take parts of words and then it kind of gets like spliced together and becomes different things.
Damn.
So like nothing, even if you try to like, you take a whole lot of detective work to try and splice together the Splatoon little like gibberish noises to become real sentences again.
That's cool.
Yeah. What's also nice though about the Splatoon Octo expansion is you play as an Octoling as opposed to being an Inkling, and that's like the main story about it, is that you're playing as technically the bad guys trying to escape from the underground. Insert bad Undertale reference here. So you play as an
or a slavery joke. Never mind.
Okay. Actually, what's funny about slavery is that Pearl and Marina are dressed up looking like Tupac and Biggie Smalls.
I know, I've seen that.
It's pretty hilarious. God. But yeah, so it's what? What's so funny? What?
Tupac and Biggie, bro. What the?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they bust into freestyles, and they'll have like rap contests. So if like the old man dude,
are you trolling me?
And I'm not trolling you. They'll go into like little.
It's legit. It's legit. It's legit.
They'll go into like freestyles with Cuttlefish, the fucking Colonel guy, and he'll freestyle with them back and forth sometimes.
Oh my god, dude! I gotta look this up on YouTube when I get a chance.
This game is fucking crazy.
Yeah, Splatoon's pretty good. That's for sure.
But what's cool is that if you beat the Octo expansion, you can actually choose to play as an Octoling in multiplayer modes. So you can choose to either be as an Octoling or an Inkling from now on. So sometimes you'll be going around, you play the game, like, oh, what the hell? Now you see Octolings everywhere, or you see Inklings back and forth. So now there's new memes and cool. But what's kind of hilarious though was that when the Octolings were made playable, they conveniently decided to have a Splatfest the same weekend, and the theme for the Splatfest was, do you like to drink orange juice with or without pulp?
Look, all I'm gonna say is I hope y'all don't eat coffee beans with your coffee and eat leaves with your tea. That's all I'm gonna say.
I chose no pulp too. What sucks is
you guys are both whack.
Yo, pulp one.
Alright. I hope you enjoy beans in your coffee, dude.
Yo, I think
it's not even like that.
Yo, unfortunately, pulp won though.
Yeah, of course it did.
No,
it didn't win the vote. Am I wrong?
The reason why, here's the thing though, the thing that's kind of a broken thing with Splatfest, in my opinion, is the reason why they won is because when there's a larger amount on one team versus the other, when you try to match up, it tries to match you up with like team versus team, but if it takes too long, it will just make that one team fight another group of that same team. So like no pulp will fight another no pulp team. But when no pulp versus no pulp happens, that match result doesn't count. So just wasting time, just playing a regular like turf war match. But the pulp people are a smaller bunch of people, so they'll get their group ready really fast. And then there's a bigger pool of no pulp like players to play with, so they will always get matched up with no pulp people, and their matches will count. So there's a good chance that a lot of the people who were on no pulp, who were actually good at the game, didn't get to play against pulp players because they are getting stuck with each other.
Damn.
So like that's one of the things that sucks about when the majority vote like between the two teams in a Splatfest is like way more to another team than another. Then like the one who's like the more popular team will usually just lose by default just because of that.
Damn.
Which sucks.
See, pulp is for whack people. Look at that. Pulp is so whack they gotta beg for help. Look at that.
I don't know, man. It could be quality over quantity. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Whack.
Whack quality.
Whack.
Damn. Outnumbered.
Yeah, exactly.
That means the system's gonna help them out. We have to fight each other now.
Shit.
Round one. Fight.
Hadouken!
Hadouken! Oh my god.
So yeah, that's pretty fun. What's it called? Something I'm forgetting about that thing. Shit. But yeah, there's obviously because of Splatoon, there's a lot of memes going on with that thing. It's like you busted out of the underground to be invited to the most petty argument you ever seen in your life. There's like memes about that shit. It's like the most petty thing to argue about, and that's the first thing these Octolings see when they come out to the outside world. Is these other people fucking arguing over pulp and no pulp. So that's pretty funny. But that is enough of us talking about games we played. We're now almost a month late on this, but let us speak about the dreams that came true with E3.
So late, dudes.
Alright. So, as you can see, for those who are watching, all the fucking... whatever amount of people watching right now, you can see that my image is different for a special occasion. I got my baby. My baby has returned, or has come to me. Yes! The fucking Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was announced during the E3 presentation from Nintendo. And one of the first things that they showed was my baby Daisy is now a playable character for real. No more costume, color select, no more mods, nothing. Actually playable real character. Something that I, by the way, called it. I called this numerous times, and people were like, "Nah, you whack. There's no way that's gonna happen." And they're like, "There's no way Ridley will get in before she gets in." And I'm like, "Both of them are gonna get in. Watch." And what happened?
Yeah. Both of them made it in.
Both of them made it in.
Daisy Ridley, my favorite actor. Not really, no.
Yo, Daisy Ridley. Yo, I remember. Yo, I forget who it was. There was a YouTuber who was like, "This character, these people will never get in," and it showed a picture of Daisy Ridley, and then they got announced, and he's like, "This tweet did not age well." Yeah, the game's looking like it's crazy to me that, like, I said before in the past, and other people have said before as well. They're like, how the hell are they gonna top the next Smash Bros. After how good Wii U, whatever, Smash 4 was? With his 58 character roster. Sakurai comes in, he's like, "Hey, easy. No cuts. Everyone is in."
Dude, even the characters from bitchy companies like Konami.
Yeah, that's actually what surprised me. When I saw that, I was like, what? Like,
yeah, how did you get that?
Snake is in, even characters like Pichu and Young Link, Wolf, everyone's back. That's pretty crazy to me, if you ask me.
Wolf is dope.
Wolf is dope. Even though he's what's sad is that Wolf's probably going to be the only spacey character who's going to be good right now. Because hands-on impressions in the current build that they had for E3 and CEO right now, by the way, is Falco and Fox aren't doing so hot.
Oh no.
But
finally,
Wolf
like hot every season, like every meta.
Falco and Fox were really good in Melee. Falco was like top 3, I think, in Brawl at one point, and Fox was like, who cares? And then in Smash 4, Fox was like top 15, and Falco was shit.
Even in 64 too, wasn't like Fox like broken or something?
He was good-ish, but Pikachu was broken.
Oh.
It was like pick Pikachu or don't play the game.
Damn.
That's how the 64 is its own special case of weird. Like it had like there was like the most insane hit stun ever, so like everything comboed into a touch of death. And then Pikachu was basically the best at doing that. Because it was like, oh, I can touch a death kill you and like keep you out from coming back in, but my recovery is like the best thing ever in existence, so like I don't have to worry about like being afraid. So like when I'm chasing you out to like the edge of the screen, I can still come back, no problem. Don't worry, fam.
Damn. Don't worry, fam. Damn.
Yeah. So Pikachu is really good in 64. Which, ironically, Pikachu looks really good in Smash Ultimate. Some people are saying that Pikachu's disgustingly good.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yo, are they advertising the Pikachu game? Is that why?
Yeah, that's probably why. That's exactly why. It's tie-in.
Yeah, I'm curious actually. How are the impressions for like the Smash 4 newcomers? Like, because I'm sure some of them have heard some not very warm reception of Bayonetta.
The thing I'm noticing with Bayonetta is that Witch Time got like killed. Like Witch Time is like not good anymore, which is good to hear. The air combo stuff that brings you to like to the top. It's still in the game, but apparently from what people said during the Invitational, Sakurai was shaking his head when he seen that. So there's a good chance that can be changed, which is good to hear. Ryu looks actually better now than he did before, which is
wasn't he already good?
Yeah, he was already like top 8, and he's looking better now.
Dang.
SF5 on the Switch. Get to it, Nintendo.
Exactly.
Nice.
But I am curious though, because of the way how the game's having the Echo Fighter thing, of other characters who can like come in, because the
Akuma for Smash.
Yo, Akuma for Smash. There you go. That could happen.
What about Ken?
Or Ken. It could happen, because the thing about it is that like I don't know about those characters specifically, but people who played the E3 builds and the CEO build currently, the Shadow the Hedgehog and the Dark Samus assist trophies, both of them were not in the game. People played it for a long time, and no one reported seeing those 2 assist trophies. However, they noticed that there is a Knuckles assist trophy. So people
Shadow playable. Hi.
Yo, so people are suspecting that Shadow the Hedgehog will be playable in Echo Fighter, and they're expecting that Dark Samus will be an Echo Fighter for Samus.
Damn.
Edgelord in me, finally.
Yeah.
Shadow. What?
Link.
There's a funny thing about like Shadow or Sonic, whatever. He's actually really good in Smash 4 and seems to be still pretty good in Smash 5.
Yeah, I know. I always heard good things about Sonic in 4. Yeah, I mean, like he seems like a character with very obnoxious space control, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. So like, there you go. There's a character you can play if you want to play as him.
It's actually hype. Actually hype. Not even kidding, dude. See my Shadow.
You'll see my actually new and improved buffed Samus.
Well, buff Samus.
Yo,
quite literal buff Samus. Quite literal.
Yeah, that's true. Because they made her body structure for Zero Suit more in line with her actual like design. So she's got like buffed body and everything, clearly defined abs and.
All Zero of you girls out there, buff girls are hot. Just get out there. But for all Zero of you out there.
Yeah. All Zero. All Zero, you up there.
Oh my god, alright, anyways.
Yeah, buff girls are cool. The new Zelda design is like, primo.
She's super cute.
Super cute. What's kind of weird though is that the Direct or whatever said that it was a link between worlds, when in reality it's actually the it's based on the Capcom redesign of her look from Link to the Past. If you ever compared the artwork for Zelda from Link to the Past for the GBA version, which was done by Capcom, it looks like that much more than Link Between Worlds, which is kind of weird.
So the trivia.
The trivia, yeah, I got like all that information that's like unnecessary. No wonder I don't have a life. Anyway, so I looked good. The Last of Us looked like The Last of Us.
Like honestly, I'm sure it's gonna be a good game. Like Last of Us, it was inherently a good game. Like for all the shit I could say about it, it was a good game. It was a solid game. It was a pretty good game.
More of the same, dude.
But yeah, first of all, yes, it's more of the same. Two, it was a nice story. It was a very enjoyable story. The game is okay, especially for PS3. Like at the time, it looked visually very good. You know, it's just at some point, it's like, okay, this is Sony and Naughty Dog back at it again with the you know, open world emotional drama. I'm like, okay, that's like really cool. Like the first time, the second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. I can only come up with so many numbers, but the trillionth time you do it, it's kind of lame, dude.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
It's like there's like a joke that's called the Sony exclusive template, and it's like literally all these games, like this game and freaking like God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn and all. Oh no, Horizon Zero Awards and all these other games.
They're all good games, like absolutely. But come on, step it down a notch, just a little bit. Change is good. Change is good.
So that looked like that. Spider Arkham City, whatever, looks whatever to me. It's kind of weird. Like the more I see,
it's literally a Batman game, but you get Spider-Man. It's like
the more I see of Spider-Man, the less excited I get for it. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's like I feel like this whole like Arkham style combat was already dated. Like it peaked. It peaked at Arkham City. That was its peak, and that was 2 games ago. And they went on to make another game and another game. So it's like it was already like done, and then they made Arkham Origins, and that was bad. And then they never patched it, even though it was broken. They're like, "Oh, we're not going to patch the game. We're just going to release more DLC." I'm like, "What good is DLC if the game is not fixed?" I'm like, "Oh well." And then they made Arkham Knight, and we don't even talk about that game. I just call it the Batmobile game.
Yeah, I remember that.
Fun fact, I gave away a copy of Arkham Knight that came with my PlayStation for free. I didn't even open it.
About Arkham games, like, you know, they kind of fit Batman as a character, but you know, I feel like with Spider-Man it should be a little bit more exciting. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm too naive, but personally, I think Spider-Man, you know, as a character inherently is supposed to be more exciting than Batman.
Yeah.
So it was kind of unfortunate seeing that, but it's good to get a good Spider-Man game again. So that's nice.
I think it's really good.
Well, that's what I should say. Rather, it looks like it's gonna be okay. Like I like it doesn't look like it's gonna be bad. That's what I mean. But it's not something. It's not something I'm interested in. I think there's a difference between bad and interesting. Like something boring can be okay. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I got you.
What was it called? Fucking Ghosts of Sashimi looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many samurai games. My inner is releasing.
Yo, that was this year. It's like the year of the samurai games.
I know it's not samurai game that looks cool.
What game?
Tetris Effect.
Oh shit! Yeah, that game looks like. Yeah, have you seen the one video of the one guy actually playing it for real?
Yeah, the Decahexatris or whatever.
Yeah, that's
pretty
crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm gonna play that. I'll put it on VR, and someone's gonna see. I'm gonna play a whole round, and then someone's gonna take off the VR headset, and all they see is tears going down my face. Because that song makes me fucking depressed.
Damn, it's a good song though.
It's a good song, but it makes me depressed.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like I have a zen with that song.
Yeah.
It just feels good to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you guys see that was exciting about E3?
Yo, the sacrifice. Yeah.
Sacrifice?
Sweet.
Yeah, for Warframe, bro.
Huh?
Yeah.
For Warframe, dude.
Oh shit, yeah. I didn't know.
That was a long time ago.
I don't have a Switch, but Octopath Traveler looks cool. I'm not gonna lie about that. That
actually looks amazing.
I don't have a Switch, but it looks really cool. Resident Evil 2.
Oh yeah, Resident Evil 2.
Yo, actually, super hype, super duper. Capcom, like I talk a lot of shit about SF5, but you like those guys have the redemption. Redemption.
Yeah, DMC5.
DMC5 also looks cool. For a hot minute there, I thought Nero was Dante, but he's not. He just got a haircut. Whatever. Dante looking like Arthas from the Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne expansion pack. What? But it's cool. Dude, he looks like Arthas from Warcraft 3, like the cover photo. I promise you he does. Just look at it.
Oh, I know
what
what you're talking about.
What else? The song is pretty cool. Everybody loves it. Bang, bang, bang. Pull my drums trigger. All that good stuff. But there's something that disappointed me.
What?
I love Daddy Kojima. Everybody knows that. I love Daddy Kojima.
Oh no.
Daddy Kojima makes the best games. Even when they're bad, they're not bad.
Mm-hmm.
We finally got to see gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, right? No. The game is Amazon Prime Simulator as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all we got to see. I'm delivering a package, and he just walks everywhere.
Yeah.
And the sad part is the cocktease where he pulls out the gun and he just does nothing with it. It goes to black.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. Like, okay, yeah, him traversing through the dangerous wilderness of absolutely nothing
Mm-hmm.
is like it fits the game. It's supposed to make you feel like, oh, you know, like, wow, we should care about the earth, blah blah blah, da da da, cool, awesome, that's great. But if we know that there's going to be combat, if we know that there's going to be things to be afraid of, can we at least see what Norman Reedus what he does instead of seeing him do his best Amazon Prime impersonation?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come
What
on.
if like Kojima knew? Yeah, like what if like the whole game is like a huge cock tease, and that trailer like
Knowing Kojima, like it might as well be until the very end, and then it's gonna be like, oh yeah,
it's gonna be like,
but
oh my
it's
god,
cool at the very end, blah blah blah, and he's like, well, that's just Kojima again, and everybody's gonna like it, including myself. I'm gonna admit it. That's just how it
Yo,
is.
imagine,
But,
imagine,
this was E3. Come on.
yo, imagine he does this thing where obviously this is never gonna happen because, like, of course, him and nobody out there is like smart enough to do something to do a bamboozle this fucking good. But imagine all this like Konami drama thing was all bullshit, and then right when Death Stranding comes out, the game officially comes out. The very final trailer is not called Death Stranding. The game is called Silent Hills Death Stranding.
You know, I thought you were gonna say Metal Gear Solid 6, but then
No.
Oh my god, dude. Dude.
What?
I know it said I was the smartest.
Oh my goodness. That's too much of a bamboozle.
I know.
There's no way. Oh
I
my
know.
God.
The reason
I'm like
why
super surprised.
the reason why I say that is because of the fact that like everyone who was involved in Silent Hills is in Death Stranding because they have Norman Reedus, they have Guillermo del Toro, and they have Kojima. So it's like, imagine this big bamboozle of PT being taken down and the Konami shit that happened. It's like, oh,
It would be like the biggest advertisement for your game, honestly. Like you
Yeah.
better hope your game like is the like one of those greatest hits, honestly,
Yeah.
if you go through all that. And honestly, I don't doubt that it will be. You know, as much as I've said, like, this trailer did disappoint me, you know, I have to be honest, it was a bit disappointing, but I'm
Yeah.
sure the end product is going to be great. You know, like, I enjoyed PT, I enjoy most of the MGS series. I say most because, you know, it's not perfect. And
which one did you not enjoy?
not that I didn't like 5. I'm not trying to say I didn't like 5. It's a good game. It's a good game. It is a good game.
Yeah.
It's the best one of the series in terms of gameplay, but every other aspect of it is worse than
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, like, I mean, it's one of the better ones in terms of gameplay. I think that's a fair
I think it's
argument.
the best, to be honest. My opinion.
That's fair. No, that's fair. It's pretty fun gameplay wise. But like, really, like that and like the one plot twist, the only fucking plot twist that matters. I'm like, it's like, come on, really? Like, it was like, yeah, that's kind of a cop out, honestly.
Yeah.
I felt like I was a little bit of a cop out. Not a bad game, just not perfect. And Silent Hill has some, like, the series has some very good games and has some very not
Very bad games.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's an argument to be made. Which is worse, Silent Hill Homecoming, or the fucking Pachinko game? Which one's worse?
Damn.
Yeah, there are some not so good games in the Silent Hill series. Let's just put it like.
Or the Vita one, the Book of Memories, or whatever it's called.
Gross.
The one that tried to be a roguelike fucking dungeon crawler.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, Smash 5 was super hype. There were some other nice things at E3. There were some things I wasn't very interested in, which is mostly like the yearly, like the games you expect to see like every other year, like
Yeah.
Call of Duty, FIFA, blah blah blah. It's like, you know, it's kind of hard. And Assassin's Creed, it's kind of hard to get hype when it's like, yeah, it's this game again.
Yeah.
You know what's
like I don't know, man. I don't know. Sorry for sounding like a contrarian, I guess, but it's
no,
like,
it's fair.
It's Assassin's Creed again, but this time they're in Greece.
I never liked Assassin's Creed. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's never a fun game.
I liked the first. Let me count. Wait, 1, 2. Let's see. The first 5, we could say, or 4. Because like, the first ones until 3, I like those ones. Because 3, in my opinion, was when the series went downhill.
I think the stories are pretty fucking cool in those games.
Yeah.
But, like, gameplay is so lame.
Oh yeah, I'm
lame.
not denying that. I'm not denying that. But like at some point the story just stopped like mattering, and I was like, eh, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the gameplay improvements weren't you know, the most impressive. Yeah, so like we talked about like Resident Evil and DMC. So yeah, Capcom's been doing some good stuff. Obviously, there's Mega Man coming as well. That's pretty cool.
That's nothing I was gonna mention. I was gonna mention Mega Man 11. Oh my god!
Yo, we both spoiled something from Sick.
Yeah, you and Malone. Add some NC guys soon.
So yeah, I did mention, you know, I talked a lot of shit about SF5, but there's another fighting game that we got some news on at E3. Is one that I'm personally going to hope nobody ever buys. It's called Jump Force. You might have heard.
Oh, Jump Force.
Hey man, somebody's gonna call it a fighting game, okay? Somebody out there. I don't know, somebody out there. Like, people like that exist. Okay?
Unfortunately, people like that exist.
There are people who genuinely like these games, so, you know, let them do whatever they want. But, you know, that's kind of whack. I think that's gonna be mad whack.
Yo, so it's gonna be like the 4th game in a row in that engine that's gonna be shit. Because we already got 3 other.
Yeah, seriously,
like,
God.
Jumps, J-Stars was bad. Burning Blood was bad. J-Stars was bad. Burning Blood was bad. My Hero Legend looks pretty fucking shit.
Yeah, and the sad part about My Hero Academia is like because of the way the game is designed, it's everybody has a superpower, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing that bothers me. So like you have a lot of games out there. Okay, I'm gonna bring up Injustice, even though I would never want NRS to work on a My Hero Academia because that would be way too weird. That'd be way too weird.
Yeah.
Way too weird. But obviously, having superheroes where there's a button dedicated to your superpower, and Blaze Blue has the drive mechanic, and there's another game I was thinking about. Yeah, Street Fighter 5. Yes, it has like the V skill and the V trigger game. So you know, obviously, with a series like that with so many different superpowers, you could make a good game, but it's owned by Namco, and Namco. Yeah, you can talk about Gundam if you want now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Gundam Breaker. My heart was broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's so unfortunate.
Yo, let's add loot boxes and limited resources to Gundam Breaker.
Yeah, I cry.
Hey guys, since you mentioned NRS and My Hero Academia, you are now thinking of the image of All Might in the Injustice art style.
Actually, I was thinking of Green Naruto in that art style, being all stiff and stuff.
So,
Green Naruto. Yo, shouts to Blonde Sasuke's mom.
oh, Blonde Sasuke's mom can get it.
It's just blonde. It's just blonde Sasuke of tits.
The best part, dude.
Yeah.
I don't.
But
have
yeah,
to
Jump Force.
Right. It looks bad.
No, but I'm saying like you can't even play light. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
I want to play light.
Let's show off a character in a trailer, but then not make them playable.
Yeah, like that was like the only saving grace to me.
That's exactly the kind of shit that I'm saying about like these J-Stars games stuff like that. Is like they're always the biggest like cock diffuser. They you lose all the hype immediately.
Damn.
I remember in the other game.
This man just said cock diffuser.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking funny. Oh my god.
So it's like
Maybe a cock diffuser.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna need a couple of them right now. I think the easiest cock diffuser in the world is like looking at like the sales figures of like good games that people don't play. It's you just get sad.
Not really. I mean, Warframe's free. Nobody pays for that.
But Warframe makes money.
Yeah, I guess.
Because sales figures.
Hearthstone. It's like Hearthstone. Like it's a free game that makes mad cash.
Yeah.
Like League of Legends.
That makes mad cash.
It's mad cash. Well, I don't know if it still does, but it used to. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about Fortnite now.
Oh yeah, where we dropping? See me in Fortnite.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I texted Abe earlier today. I was like, "What's up?"
Oh, you guys are both whack. You guys
No, listen. I was on my way to work, dude.
No. You guys are both whack for playing Fortnite on PS4. Fuck you guys. I'm playing on Switch. And
I'm not playing Fortnite.
I'm playing with all the real people.
I'm not playing Fortnite at all, dude. I'm just saying, like, this little kid started doing a Fortnite dance, and then he looks over at another kid from a completely different family, and they both started doing the Fortnite dance together at the bus station.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm dead serious.
Why?
That's.
Wow. I think you should have. I think you should have like you know how there's like stereotypes about people.
Yeah.
You should have like just for that one moment fit your stereotype as being a black man and taken out a gun and shot them.
No, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
Shout out to everyone who's listening or Twitch partners, whatever. I don't hate children, but I do hate terrible humans. And doing Fortnite dances on the bus makes you a terrible human.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
I love me some video games, but you gotta control yourself. Like if I saw some, well, I was gonna bring up World of Warcraft dances, but that's not really fair because they're all taken from like real life dances. But that's
So
still.
is Fortnite.
So is Fortnite. I know. But
Yo. Shouts to the people.
Most of the WoW ones are hella old school. Like one of them's. I'm sorry. Go on.
Before you get into the WoW ones, were real dances. You ever seen someone do in real life the fucking RuneScape dance?
What's the RuneScape?
No, I haven't. Really? Somebody did that?
Yeah, I seen someone do that back when I was in high school, and I was like, please let me kill you. You're not going to do anything else in your life of value once you have done this. So please let me just kill you now.
God. Like, I remember one of my favorite WoW ones is MC Hammer's dance. You can't touch this.
Oh, can't touch this.
That's God. Like, if somebody's done a bust, I'm not going to talk shit about him. I'm not going to talk shit. You can do that. You can handle it.
Sure.
But one of them's peanut butter jelly time, and if you do that in real life, I don't associate with you. Win some, you lose some.
Yeah. What if they do MC Hammer and it transitions into peanut butter jelly?
Every time he stops to hammer time, he peanut butter jellies.
Yeah.
It's like a relationship that goes sour.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's like basically like playing Dark Souls.
Speaking of things that went sour, you want to talk about that Kill la Kill announcement?
Oh God!
Oh my God! That I am so glad. I'm sorry for people who like Kill la Kill, but I am so glad that turned out to be a shit fest. I am incredibly happy that turned out to be a shit fest.
I'm really glad that it ended up being a shit fest. At the same time, though, I'm really like worried about that game. Not because of it. I already know it's gonna be fucking shit. Like I know it's gonna be complete garbage. But have you guys been keeping up with like the social media aspect? At least on the US side, ArcSystem Works is like promotion for this. Have you noticed something about it?
Yeah.
Like you tell me what you've noticed, and then I'll. If you haven't noticed.
Oh, I didn't notice anything. It was what you told me last time.
Bram, what did you notice about the promotion on there?
About Kill la Kill, or
yeah, the Kill la Kill game.
Just know, like they were like, "Yo, there's an announcement. Please go watch it." Blah. That's like all I know. That's like,
okay.
That's
so
all.
Okay, so you haven't noticed the thing yet. Okay, something that I noticed is after the game was officially like formally announced, they start talking about the game again, like just saying, "Oh my God, this game is coming." But the thing I noticed in every single thing from the North American side of their like promotion for the thing from ArcSystem Works, they're conveniently making sure not to mention that the developer is A+ Games.
A+ Games, yeah.
They're leaving that out entirely, which once again, there's a lot of people out there, much like of Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball got so hot. It's like they could easily be like, "Yo, ArcSystem Works." Like, you know how fucking game journalists don't know shit, and they start saying this stuff.
Working on Kill la Kill game.
Yeah, so it's gonna be shit like that. So because they're leaving that information out, people are gonna be looking at like, "Oh my God, ArcSystem Works is making a Kill la Kill game. I gotta get it because they did so good with Dragon Ball." And then they find out the game is actually really bad because it's not made by ArcSystem. It's made by a company called A+ Games, and this company, God rest their soul, because of how, like, God have mercy on their soul, because of how bad the games that they've been making for the past, like, 3-4 years. So, the most recent title they've made was a game based on Little Witch Academia, which was a cross between an adventure visual novel game and a really bad, like, action game. That's the best way I can put it, because the gameplay is so utterly boring that you don't want to play it. Let's put it this way. They have a demo for the game on the Japanese PSN store. That demo was so boring that, like, nearly everyone who downloaded that demo didn't even want to finish it. Let alone when the game actually comes out and it's getting like a 40% in terms of its average ratings. So that's their most recent game. And prior to that, they made 2 shovelware 3DS eShop games in Japan. One of which was an Asteroids clone, if you ever played Asteroids back from the Atari.
It's old.
So it's an Asteroids clone with waifus slapped, just haphazardly slapped in for no reason. So imagine playing like fucking Asteroids while you have a fucking squeaky anime girl going "Yarimashita!" and shit like that in the background for no reason. With like visual novel shit, so you can like half date the girls too, because they'll never give you the action. It's always like, oh, platonic love with a fucking CG picture, and that's it. Where's the action here? You know, at least let me bang something, but they won't give you that. So that's what that's the first game they recently made. Then they made another game called Kilka Drive, and it's like some sort of card battle RPG game, but the graphics, the frame rate, and everything about it looks like a game that would have come out for like mid-2000s JavaScript fucking like cell phones, like, you know, the Sony Ericsson from back in the day. Like that would this game would come out for the Sony Ericsson back in the day.
Yo, the N-Gage?
Yeah, it would come out on the N-Gage. No, actually, wait, I take that back. N-Gage is too powerful.
Damn.
Because N-Gage because you could play Tomb Raider 1 the whole game on N-Gage and Resident Evil and stuff. They had those games ported on N-Gage.
Damn.
So that's too powerful.
Dude, I still remember that. Good times. Wow.
They weren't good ports, but they were still ports
They
nonetheless.
existed, right? Like that's pretty impressive to say the least. At least they existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is worse than that. 'Cause Sony Ericsson was like fucking like Java games, like, you know, which shit like that. Yeah. So it's like really like basically like Flash games, but only less sound, less interactivity, and you're on fucking you're using like the keypads as your buttons. Yo, imagine trying to play Street Fighter 2 on a fucking cell phone keypad.
Oh god, that would be obnoxious.
And you can only choose between having either sound effects or music, and that's it.
Any day, every day, easy.
And the music isn't even like actual like Street Fighter 2 music. It's like bad MIDIs.
Oh no, that's even worse.
Yeah. So it's always like just pick audio, so you can at least have like bad rips, like bad, like they took the sound clips from the sound test of the arcade version, and like put a microphone next to it and record the sounds.
Damn.
Anyway, so those 3 games are what A+ Games has made recently. So it's really, really weird that ArcSystem Works is like falsely advertising their game to make it seem like they are the developers when they're only the publisher for this game. So I really hope that people are smart and they really do the research.
Like, at the fact they're even hyping up the game to begin with, like, I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't pay a lot of attention. I'm guessing like Sega does this with like Atlas stuff and whatever too, right? Or most companies do that, but like I haven't paid attention, sorry, but like I'm sure like when Sega was like advertising like stuff about Atlas, they were like, "Yo, this is our dog Atlas back at it again with their good game." Right?
Yeah,
like, that's how they did it, right? Like I don't know, I actually don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's what they are. If another company of theirs if they have like say a sister company or a partnership with another company working on something, they usually let that be known right off the bat. They don't hide that from you.
That's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah,
those games, baby.
When the Yakuza games were being localized, like the recent ones, they let people know that Atlas was working on localization for those games. For example. That's why the localization for the latest Yakuza games has been so quick compared to back in the day.
See, yeah.
Because Atlas is good at localization.
It's ironic that sometimes they take a while, but it's true. It's true. It could be much worse. They're good. They just like other companies are worse. That's for sure. That's for sure.
But on a side note, before we continue on this subject, since we're talking about localization and Atlas and stuff, the Sega gods praise us by giving us Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise.
Yes. Oh yeah, October. That's awesome. That's so cool.
You know what hurts about that game? That game is coming out the same day as Mega Man 11.
Oh no.
That's like my second birthday, basically.
Like, that game's not gonna get touched, is it? Not
What?
until you beat Mega Man. You're not gonna touch that until you beat
Hey,
Mega
what
Man,
game's gonna get touched first? That's really the biggest question.
actually,
What if I touch them both at the same time? Because I'm getting Mega Man 11 on the Switch, and then I'm getting Fist of the North Star on the fucking PS4.
You'll play them at the same time then.
But which one is gonna have their main menu opened up first? That's the question.
Well, it depends on if Fist of the North Star has an installation screen, then I guess it's gonna be Mega Man first.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And if it doesn't, would it be Fist of the North Star?
Probably Fist of the North Star.
Damn,
That's
really?
fair. Okay.
It's hard because.
Hey, to be fair, you can carry your Switch around with you. So
Yeah.
you don't like you can play it whenever. But like as for like the North Star, you would need to like get down and like, get dirty with it as soon as possible. So like logically, I think that would make the most sense too.
I think logically it'd make more sense to beat Mega Man first and then beat that one.
I agree.
Because it's probably gonna be a much shorter
Mega Man's
game.
probably shorter though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, let's go back to
Alright, so we're back to false advertising the game.
games. ArcSystem Works. Woo!
Woo! So this gonna be like the fourth. This gonna be like the fourth dud in a row that the company's made this year.
To be fair, it's not even their game. It's just.
I'm just, you know what I mean. It's gonna be the fourth.
I know.
Their fourth dud in a row. We've got Rev 2. We've got Guilty Gear Rev 2.1. The patch is not good. Dragon Ball Fighters is not good. Blaze Blue Cross Tag is not good. Now we got this game.
Whoa.
The thing with like Ball is like, the gameplay, man. Like it's not inherently bad, but it could be so much better. It could be so much better. And it saddens me because the core system isn't inherently bad, and like the attention to detail and everything else is great. It's kind of sad. BB Tag is literally anime MVCI. Like, I'm not like it's the same thing.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's the better way to describe it. It's not anime MVCI. It's anime Capcom Fighting Jam.
I don't know. I would disagree. I would still call it MVCI, honestly. Personally, I would still say. But yeah, sorry, you were gonna say something, Justin. Go ahead.
I think Dragon Ball is like an 11 out of 10, except for the gameplay. I think it's a 0 out of 10.
That makes it like 4.
I mean, that's
How does that average out, Ben? How does that average out?
fucking 0, because like, you play a game for the gameplay. You don't play it to fucking look at it.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
offense to Kojima's
I don't know, man. Daddy Kojima told me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like an hour and a half cutscene, you can't like skip, bro. Come on.
Dude, that reminds me of. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say like, because I've been playing Persona 3 recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, and like and like SMT Nocturne and like the prologues on Shin Megami Tensei games. Oh my god, 3 hours of dialogue.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, I understand why the exposition is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, it is
Shout out to
frustrating.
Kingdom Hearts 2 for a long beginning, long intro.
Kingdom Hearts 3. So, what do you guys think about it? Well, no. I mean, like, because E3. Yeah. What do you guys think about it?
Oh, right.
Okay, Kingdom Hearts 3. First things first, I'm calling it now. Kairi dies.
He dies, yeah?
Kairi dies. But here's the thing. They're gonna make you think throughout the whole story that Riku is gonna die. He's gonna go through a lot of very close calls. Where he should have, like, where it almost happens. You're thinking, alright, it's gonna happen sooner or later, where he's gonna be, the thing about it is that he's the more capable person between him and Sora. But Sora is gonna be a bitch boy, and he's gonna almost cost Riku's life numerous times. And the whole point of the game, the whole big theme is gonna be, Sora, you keep fucking up. Something's gonna happen sooner or later. And then finally, they think he did something right, or right near the end. They think everything's totally fine. And then, someone comes up behind Kairi, and hits her. Like, mortally wounds her. And when that happens, all the audio cuts. Like, there's no audio, no nothing. It's in slow motion, and it starts playing that fucking theme, that new song that they put from the new Itachi Hikaru song. I think it's called Don't Think Twice or something. It's gonna have that song playing while she's falling to the floor in slow motion.
Two things. I don't think anybody's gonna die. It's Disney, bro. Come on, no one's gonna die.
People already did die, though.
Who?
Yeah, that's true.
People did die. Shion's gone from existence.
But
Fucking.
she's not dead. They're not dead. They're not gonna kill a main character either. And even like Axel or Axel, whatever his name was, like he's not dead either.
Well, now he's back. Well, he did die at one point.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they're gonna come back. It's gonna be like fucking whatever.
What's it called? Fucking.
Like-
There's some other characters who did die. I'm just trying to remember who.
Like out of the main three, no, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I can see it.
But then, and another thing is like I've lost interest, man. I'm like a million years old. That's not interesting, man. Interesting.
I'm hyped for it.
It did take forever to come out, which is why I can understand why people just like stop caring. It's like I cared like 5 years ago. Now it's just.
Yeah, it's like, I was a kid when I played the first one. I was like, yo, this game is awesome. And now I'm like, man, I don't want to play Disney Final Fantasy anymore.
I'm hyped. Yo, I'm fucking hyped. I don't care what you're saying. Yeah, I'm ready to look I'm ready to look at those fucking 4K HD fucking Elsa models. Put them into SFM videos now.
Can't wait until people make porn of Elsa.
Nah, not really. But I'm saying, yo, those models look nice.
You think they're gonna come up with like Kingdom Hearts 3.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6,
0.87, 89?
I don't see it.
I see it.
I
mean, to be fair, because this game took forever, probably not.
Yeah.
If they're coming
Let's,
with
like,
Kingdom
try
Hearts
to-
4, there's gonna be a million different Kingdom Hearts 3s.
That's fair. Okay, I can agree with that.
But if the series ends like Amir thinks it may end or whatever, then I don't think they're.
I think this is the thing about it. If the story doesn't end, I think what they're gonna, or if the series doesn't end, what I think is gonna happen is Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be the last game of Sora's story, like his group. If they do another game, it will be a new group. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Blaze Blue Central Fiction Kingdom
Like new Keyblade fucking users? Like
yeah, like a new group of Keyblade
Okay.
users.
I see, that could be a thing. Carrion Source Kid. That was a Keyblade user.
Y'all ready to fight evil Aqua? You're too late, man. You gotta let her step on you.
What?
People are looking at that evil Aqua from Birth by Sleep when she comes in, and they're like, I want her to step on me. And I'm like, what?
Why?
I don't know, some sort of domination shit.
Why would you not want people to step on you, dude? What's wrong
Because
with
it
you?
fucking hurts, bro. I don't like pain.
Exact? What? Ah, come on,
on.
man. That's like the whole point. You're so whack. You're so whack.
Yeah.
I mean. To be fair, if you like holding hands and kissing, that's also good. You don't need to like choke someone to show them that you like them. So you know, we love and respect everyone here.
Yeah.
Out this part of the internet.
Oh my god.
We don't need to be choked and then punched in the face in order to come. Shout out to that one meme.
One post, yeah. Bear trap.
Bear trap and punch in the face.
God. Alright. Anyways, go on. Sorry for all the interruptions, but
okay.
memes are memes, man. Memes are what I need to live on.
Same. Are we still on the Kingdom Hearts free thing, or are we done with that, or on what's going on?
I don't know, we're probably done with that.
Okay.
But yeah, we were just talking about like A+ games being whack.
Oh, yeah.
Besides that, yeah, that's. I'm still super glad that it's not an actual like ArcSys 1v1 kill-to-kill game.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons. First of all, I would prefer if ArcSys went back to their babies, Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue. You know, focus a little bit on them. With that being said, of course, like I love Ruby and Under Night and Persona, so you know, Cross-Leg's cool. I love Dragon Ball, so Fighters is cool. I love like Persona like as a whole, so like Persona 5 Arena would be cool as well. But like, I think enough's enough. Let's just chill out. Go back to Blaze Blue. Go back to Guilty Gear. Let's take it easy. That's how I see it.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm glad.
Yo, what if here's the new plot twist? They make Guilty Gear cross Battle Fantasia.
I thought you were gonna say Blaze Blue.
No, because that's 2D sprites, but Battle Fantasia is 3D.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. I would consider some very intrusive thoughts in my head.
Yo, see my Colette.
My God, you're so whack.
Is that the character's name? I actually forget what the character's names are called. Is it Colette? Let me see. What's her fucking name?
I remember Marco. That's all I remember. That's literally all I remember. Just Marco.
What is this character's name?
Ninjas in that game? I'll play the ninja.
Koyori. There you go. See my Koyori.
Yeah, the only character I remember was Marco. Sorry, I don't remember anybody else. It's been a while. It's an old game, really.
Yeah, it's actually the game that like inspired Street Fighter 4.
Which is pretty surprising. But
Damn.
Like it's the game that
So
made
cool.
it's the game that inspired Capcom and Dimps to make Street Fighter 4 like the 3D style instead of making a sprite swing game.
But Guilty Gear X Blade Arcus from Shining, my guy.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
But isn't Blade Arcus also 3D models?
It is, and it's also really bad.
Oh.
like if you think Nitro Plus Blasters is whack,
Oh.
out there likes Nitro Plus, I just made fun of your game. Sorry. This game is even whacker.
Oh.
Iki Bunko is kind of whack, but trust me, there's some cool stuff about that game. But Nitro Plus and Blade Arcus,
Yeah.
mad whack, super
What
duper.
about Aquapaza? Or whatever it's
Aqua
called.
Pizza?
It's also whack.
Yeah.
Chaos Code is cool though. Chaos Code.
Chaos Code
What's
is
cool?
actually cool.
It's good.
Damn.
Okay.
That game actually surprised me, actually.
You know what's the thing
Yeah,
about
it's surprising.
The thing about Chaos Code is I would love to play that game or get that game, but I feel like it's like way too much money for what the game is. It's like fucking $30.
I feel you. I feel you. It's like it's fun, like for Poverty XD, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yo, I'm looking through like the character roster from Val Fantasia. Yo, Don Valve is literally Torbjorn before Torbjorn was a thing.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
The characters from Val Fantasia, and Don Valve is literally Torbjorn before he was a thing.
Torbjorn.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sick.
You know the sad thing is, this game is actually fucking good.
So old. It's so old.
It's so old, but it's actually good. You know the sad thing is, I bet if someone actually tried to get this game to have a scene, it would be more alive than fucking Persona 4 Arena.
Oh my god, are we taking shots at Persona now?
Why not?
I think
Them fighting words, Billy.
is a game that unfortunately got stabbed in the back because of 2.0 and also BlazBlue and Guilty Gear getting new games. Battle Fantasia, that's a game like legit. I don't know if anybody plays that game anymore. Like I know Persona Arena, people like play it at like Anime Evo and that's it. Oh, and that one ArcSys tournament they do every year.
Arc Revo?
Arc Revo, yes. I genuinely think nobody plays Battle Fantasia anymore. Like, I don't even know if they have cabinets for it anymore. Like seriously, or like any like because I know it was on the 360.
It was on PS3.
So I don't know like if they. It's like I don't know if anybody like any stores even sell that game anymore. Seriously.
Yeah. I think it got a physical copy for 360. It was digital only on PS3, and that's it.
Yeah.
But
I don't remember if it got a PS3 copy or not. I really don't remember, but I know it got a 360 one.
I have it on the PS3 right now.
I see. All right, that's cool.
What's actually hilarious about that game is the versus screen for Battle Fantasia is like almost shot for shot exactly the same as BlazBlue CT.
Yeah, it actually is.
But
honestly.
just like it's just the color palette and stuff is different.
Yeah, and also because it's like so like yellow, brown, beige-ish, it kind of reminds me of what Soul Calibur 6 is going for.
Yeah.
I hope that's a cool game. I like 2D fighters more than 3D, but Soul Calibur has always been pretty cool in my opinion. I like swords. Swords are awesome. Yeah, swords are mad awesome. So I hope that's a good game. And Namco's been doing a pretty good job for themselves for all the shit I say about them. So
I'm hoping it's really good too, because like we had like 3 bad Soul Calibur games in a row, so I'm really hoping we have a good one this time.
Yeah.
Like 4 was bad, 5 was bad, Lost Swords was terrible and killed the franchise.
Damn.
So like let's get a good game, please. But I wish
I actually kind of forgot Lost Swords existed. Honestly, yeah. I not even lying. I forgot that game existed.
You know why? Because it was a free-to-play online, free-to-play online-only fighting game that had no multiplayer.
Yeah, baby. Net player's wet dream.
Like not even playing the PvP. You fought CPUs and that's it.
What?
Really? Yikes.
You fought like CPUs and you leveled up a character to like add more clothing items which changed your stats, and it had like microtransactions up the ass.
Oh my god.
They added all the old school characters that weren't in 5.
Because they were already in the data from 5.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember when I remember when 5 like first came out and like people data mined it, and they had all those missing characters already in the data because they were planned to be DLC, but then they just said they just went fuck it and just didn't bother.
It's kind of like what happened with all the leaks about MVCI, like how like there's gonna be like a season 2 and the X-Men and Virgil and blah blah blah. Yikes! That game is. I think that's like officially dead.
Yeah, sadly.
It's unfortunate. I actually like MVCI. I like sometimes the gameplay was frustrating. But you know, this is Marvel in general. Like you know, that's just how the game can be sometimes. But honestly, the gameplay was pretty cool. Like you know, you could tell that this was a game aimed for Marvel players. You know, it didn't play so much like 2 and 3, but you know, it was still a game that was aimed for Marvel players. But god damn, everything else looked like a shit show. And that's why like I bring up BB Tag, because like the gameplay wise, you can tell this is a game aimed for like team games, but everything else kind of looks like a shit show. And like that's why like I bring it. Oh, that's why I bring it up.
Yeah, it's definitely a game that like I don't know. But the thing about like the MVCI rumor thing, like those quote unquote leaks, is those things came out before the game came out. But I'm saying like, but I'm saying the data mines for Soul Calibur 5 was after the game came out.
All there, yeah,
all those kickers were already there. They even had like the Soul Calibur 4 versions of like Siegfried and Nightmare and a couple other characters were also in the data. Because like the characters were slightly altered when they went to Soul Calibur 5, so they had like alternate versions where you could play them in like their quote-unquote older movesets. AKA, make them not shit.
That's fair.
Because Siegfried was terrible in Soul Calibur 5.
I heard some not so good things about him.
Yeah.
I forget if it was the normal Patroclus or Alpha Patroclus, but I remember one of those was really obnoxious.
Oh,
I think it was
Alpha Patroclus was like S tier in that game.
Yeah, it was Alpha. It's been a while. My memory's a little like foggy.
From my foggy memory of the game, there was Alpha Patroclus, Nightmare, Natsu, and later on Viola were like the best characters in the game.
Yep, that's true. I remember seeing a lot of Viola later on. I remember seeing a lot of Nightmare. Alpha Patroclus was obnoxious. Oh my god, I hated that character.
Yeah.
And it's sad because like I really like the way he fights, and I honestly like the way Patroclus dresses up.
Yeah.
But I despise his character. Yeah. He is such a bitch. Holy shit! And the fact that he's obnoxiously good just makes it even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I love how the main story was basically an incest story.
So messed up. I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. Your sister's really cute and all, but she's your sister, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's like not even like BlazBlue did that with like New and Noelle and everything. Like at the very end, it's very clear that Ragna probably likes Rachel. Like he gives her the hug and everything. Like she's the only girl where like Ragna goes out of his way to show like some sort of affection at the very least.
Yeah.
He doesn't like go out of his way and like start kissing his sister or something like that. Like come on now, so what's going on? I said nice things about you like a second ago. Why are you doing this?
People there's rumors circulating about Namco saying they're gonna reveal more characters for Tekken 7 for Evo.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
There's still hope for Kiryu.
Hey, still hope for Lei Wulong, dude.
Yeah.
Do you really want Lei though? Do you really want?
Yeah, I fucking love that guy.
Really want.
Will you actually get back into the game if he's in it?
Deadass, I will.
Alright, yay.
The thing about Lei that really is annoying is because of like he has a bunch of stances, right?
Yeah.
Lei, so like everybody loves to meme on good old Claudio's hop kick. Because of Lei Wulong's stances, he could essentially make his hop kick hella safe because it's super risky if you want to try to punish him. And it's like, holy fuck, man, why is this character so obnoxious? And like, I get that's the whole point of Lei Wulong. He's supposed to be really annoying to hit, like hard to catch. Obnoxious. Nobody even played him. So like, when you do see him, when you do some guy doing like the drunken master stuff, it's so like, what the heck are you doing with this guy?
It's fucking dope. That's what it is.
I would rather have Lei than Ganryu. That's for sure. No insult to Ganryu. He's cool and all, but I think drunken master stuff is cooler than sumo. Personally,
Here's what we
what's
need.
up?
All that good stuff.
For brand new characters, we get we get Kiryu, we get who else do we want? No, here's what we get: a double Sega showdown. We get Kiryu, we get Akira for brand new characters, and then for veterans we get Lei Wulong, we get Anna Williams, and then we get fucking Julia Chang. And there we go.
Let's be real, none of that's gonna happen.
I know.
We're gonna get like fucking
Narciss's
brothers. Or
We're gonna get We're gonna get Gladio from fucking Final 15.
Gladio and Impromptu and Ignis.
Yep, all 4 of them.
No way, come on. But I know, Namco themselves have been kind of teasing that they want to do an announcement, right? Haven't they?
Really?
More or less, yeah.
Like at Combo Breaker, they were like super teasing it. So I'm sure maybe at EVO, like they'll announce like a new season or something like that. They'll do like 5 characters or I don't know, 3 guest characters and 2 veterans or something like that.
And then they're gonna buff Dragunov some more.
Yeah.
It's like with this new patch also comes Dragunov buffs, and we're like, what the fuck? He's already in the game.
Super.
And we're gonna nerf some Gigas too.
Yo, we're gonna nerf Lucky Chloe.
Oh shit.
Man, Devil Jin and Dragunov and all those guys are
Yeah.
No, bad. I would rather watch like a Paul than a Jack 7. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Says the man who plays ball.
What? okay. Anyways, let's move on. All right, let's move on. I think we've dwelled upon this for long enough.
I agree. It's like I don't know. Go ahead.
Alright, we're coming close to the end, but since actually wait, never mind. It's another month away. I was gonna say, yo, Evo's coming soon. Now I realize no, it's another month away.
It's quite a it's still a month away because it's not in July this time around. It's in August. It's, but,
yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, but
y'all ready for ArcSys to try and act like we're all surprised about those remaining BlazBlue Cross-Tag characters when they show them at Evo?
Honestly, I feel like they're probably gonna do and they're out now, just because they already know that everybody knows about what characters are gonna be released, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably gonna hit them with the and they're out like tomorrow.
Recycled sprites.
Who cares, Sakiko?
Yeah, Akihiko, dude, he's the man.
He's gonna be like almost as bad as Noel, but yeah.
He may be one of the worst characters in the game, but still Akiko.
Be whack. He's probably gonna be whack. Like like he's gonna need something really special about him. Like I think for like I was really worried about Yang, but can I be honest? I think she's actually better than Weiss.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they managed to give her some good stuff.
Are there any unblockables in this game? I can't think of any. Is there?
Toga.
Like legit unblockable attacks or unblockable setups?
No, unblockable attacks.
They're just like some setups, but no unblockable attacks.
Akihiko has an unblockable move, so maybe they may put it in there and you might have some fucking like partner setup.
Give it to Jubei, so why would they give it to Akihiko?
Akihiko's cooler than Jubei. Get wrecked!
Not the point though, you know what I mean.
No, I got you, yeah.
Here's what they're gonna do. There is unblockables in the game. You know what they're called?
What?
Command grabs.
My God.
Cricket.
Good night, everyone! You can't block a command grab.
No, you can't.
Oh, God, it's so whack.
That's the next level FGC bad jokes.
There you go. Hashtag bad jokes. I'm like the dad joke extraordinaire here.
Special.
Yeah. Special needs. That's what I need.
Never mind. Special needs cannon. I think is that why like Piccolo's everyone's favorite Dragon Ball character? He hit them with the special needs cannon.
Yeah, probably why.
I'm just kidding. Piccolo's cool, and anybody with disabilities is also cool. You guys are all lovely. I'm just messing around. Let me meet. I promise. I'm mad mean.
Mad memes. Yo, Mad Nicholson.
Mad memes.
Yo, calling somebody mad is another way of calling them crazy, and someone who's crazy can also be considered special needs. So what you're saying is you love making special needs memes.
The madman.
Yeah.
Oh,
speaking of Mads Mikkelsen, I want to say, for all the shit I just talked about Death Stranding earlier, about fucking Amazon Prime walking simulator,
yeah.
I love the way the game looks. The way the game looks is pretty awesome. But come on, Kojima, please don't mess this up, man. Come on.
He can't mess it up, dude. Like, he's that kind of person, I feel. I don't know. That's just
I don't know, MGS5 was pretty bad.
I don't know. I'm gonna go in with cautious expectations.
I'm not. I'm going in with, like, high expectations.
Alright.
What's the baby about?
And I have a feeling it's gonna be, like, met. Like, my high expectations will be met. That's how much faith I have in Kojima.
Joe, did you have that kind of expectations when he made Boktai?
What the hell's that?
Exactly.
No! That's so old!
I know. Yo, did you ever play fucking Police Knots? Or Snatcher? You ever had those expectations for him for those?
No.
Boktai, you had to like
go outside. So,
go in the sun,
so
right?
fucking none of the fucking nerds played the game then.
Yeah, you had to go outside because the game was all about the sun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it had a solar sensor on the fucking cartridge.
It's been a while, so I really don't remember much. But I mean, I was a kid when Boktai came out, so like I do know some stuff about it.
Yeah, it was like an action RPG game, which you played as this dude named Django, and he had like a solar, like a gun, like a ray gun that had solar power, and you fought like zombies and vampires and shit. But the Game Boy Advance cartridge had a solar panel on the actual cartridge itself. So like you had to legit go out into the sun in order to like charge up your gun.
How is that not meeting expectations? That's like awesome.
I know it's awesome, but I'm saying like fucking no.
At nighttime.
But I'm saying like fucking nobody wanted to play that game. Like it's like, oh my god, it's a Kojima game, and then nobody bought it.
Damn, rip.
Gamers, my guy, you really feel like we're gonna go out in the sun?
Yeah.
Damn. Rip.
What's funny is that they did like 2 more sequels for the GBA, and then they did another sequel on the DS, and like each one sold progressively worse.
I only put the first one, to be honest. So I don't know if the sequels are any good or not.
They actually are better. They actually are good. Each one got better with each one that came out. The third one was so good they didn't even localize it. And then because the third one didn't get localized, they're like, ah shit, we keep doing these fucking crossovers with Mega Man Bound Network, and then they cut out all of the Boktai content from Bound Network 6 because the third game wasn't here in English. Like the North American copy of Bound Network 6 had the Boktai stuff cut out because the game itself was gone.
You like that, huh?
Yeah. And what was even dumber is that when they brought out the DS game, which in North America was called Lunar Nights, but in Japan it was called Shin Boktai DS or something like that. But that game came out in North America, and that game had a crossover thing with Mega Man Star Force, or Yusei no Rockman. For some reason, Konami and Capcom decided to cut out the crossover shit in that game, though.
Rip. Actual rip.
It's like, why?
Press F.
Press F. I'm pressing F right now. F. There you go.
Hype.
F hype.
Love F.
I love the F in SFB.
SFB. Oh my god, man. That I just honestly, anytime I think of Street Fighter V, I remember that one video by Cosmonaut where he talks about how every character is the best character in the game, and if you haven't watched it,
Oh yeah.
you
Purple power.
really,
Power.
really should like honestly put it in like the video description and just hope that like 5 people who watch this go and watch that video, because like I promise you, that's gonna make your day a lot better.
You gotta learn about the purple power.
Purple.
Oh, is that like the word of this video?
What's the word?
Was cock? What was that one thing that he said?
Cock,
Oh,
cock
right.
diffuser.
Cock diffuser.
Cock
Yes,
diffuser,
that's actually.
Cock diffuser. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I forgot it, but it was a pretty good one.
Yeah, there you go. That's the name. That's the name of this podcast for today. Impromptu podcast, cock diffuser. There we go. Pew 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 news.
That's a pretty good note to end it on, honestly.
Alright.
Cock diffuser.
Cock diffusing. All right.
Cock diffuser. Like what can top that? What can top that?
Nothing.
Bomb has been planted. Cock has been diffused.
Terrorists.
Ninja
win.
diffused.
Counter-terrorist.
Counter-terrorists win.
Alright. You guys got anything you guys want to plug before you go? Any closing statements?
Yeah, I got something.
Alright.
Don't
Play
say
Warframe.
play.
Game.
I just said don't say play Warframe.
But you said it too late. Cause I got that space ninja fucking stuff. So I don't know.
Couldn't diffuse his cock.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I have one. Play Warframe.
Yeah. Gets it. Yeah, gets it.
Alright,
I don't even play Warframe.
I got some.
He's lying.
I got something for you. Here's my closing statements.
What?
Alright, I'll get you my closing statements in one second. Give me a moment. Give me a second.
This isn't there. There's a song to come with this.
Give me a second. I'll get you the perfect closing statements. Just give me a second.
I have a feeling we would have to mute you while you turn it down or something.
Maybe. Let's find out. This is good. The intense is intense, to say the least.
Yeah, I agree. The anticipation is killing me.
I burn.
There you go.
Oh my god.
My closing statements is that I burn. Also, yeah, go play Warframe.
Oh yeah, by the way, before you close, burning will be legal soon where we're at. So yeah, say hi, boys. I'm just kidding. Don't.
Yo, guess what?
What?
Play Warframe.
Exactly.
Come
See,
to
you guys
locals. Come to locals.
Support locals.
Support the locals, man.
Yeah, support your local.
Dude, I can't believe I saw that. I can't believe I saw that on the streets. I really can't believe I saw that on the streets.
Alright. Thank you for everyone who came by to watch and listen and laugh with us. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day.
See ya.
See ya. Play Warframe.
Play Warframe.
Got confused.